have to send you the thing.
I can't because my phone is offline, so I can't get it. And
The
I never
problem
will.
is, I'm gonna be reading the speech too. Maybe I'll just put it on the microphone
Huh?
while I'm talking.
You want to try it out? Right now? Like, while
Okay,
everybody's.
yeah.
Buenos días a todos.
What up, niggas?
So, good. How are you? más bonita, la más excelente, la preciosa.
Sorry, I'm on.
Well,
All right, we are super excited. One of our most favorite days is our last day of the school year. These kids work really hard to get to where they are, and we've had 210 graduates and nearly 5,000 credits earned. And most of that, almost all that's due to all these teachers and staff that are around the room. And I tell people, we do what others can't, and you and your students are examples of the venture was the right place for them. So we're appreciative that you send them to us. Students, you all have a story. We're super proud of you. We have graduation on June 2nd at 5:30. No Mission Peak graduation. Somebody missed it last year. Don't miss it. They got to be there before we start at 5:30. They give us the allotment of tickets that we can get. It will be live streamed just like today's live stream. So let's let their advisors give them a few words. Can we give them one standing ovation, please?
Graduate today, Cammy Rodriguez. Cammy came to us from ACHS with a lot of high school and college credits already, and had just a few things that she needed to wrap up before graduating. I bring this up because life doesn't always go to plan, but in this case, I'm glad it did. It brought her here. While here, she built up her confidence and her faith in herself and showed a lot of resilience despite personal difficulty, and learned a lot about her own capabilities and relationships with others. This newfound confidence, I'm gonna miss this one, I'm sorry. With this newfound confidence, her next steps include finishing her associate's degree at TCC this summer, and then transfer to UTA to major in political science. She wants to thank Ms. Sarah, her advisor, and Ms. Ritchie for pushing her to keep moving forward, and myself for getting her out of her shell. Cammy, we are all very proud of you and your determination to get what you want out of life and expect you to do great things. Advice you would like to leave for those still working towards their goals is to have a positive mindset. Choose to add positivity to your own and others' lives and determine for yourself your path that aligns with your morals and beliefs. Cammy, I will miss you and your sarcasm and pointing out all of my spelling mistakes and hope to hear from you again. Please join me in celebrating Venture's newest graduate, Cammy Rodriguez.
Hi everyone, my name is Ms. McMillan, and today I have the honor of celebrating my first graduating at Vine City Area College. Okay, so listen, when Andrea arrived here in the middle of second semester, I heard that she made it very clear that she didn't want to be here. But here's the truth about it. I couldn't tell Because from the moment she walked through the door, Ambria blended into venture culture like she had been here all along. She came here with determination, confidence, and a quiet kind of fire that said, I'm here to finish what I started. And that's exactly what she did. Ambria has a fierce outlook on life. She's ambitious, funny, and creative, and one of the strongest self-starters that I've met. His ability to research something, study it quickly, and then decide, okay, this is for me or nope, next. That kind of decisiveness is going to take you far. After graduation, Ambria is headed toward an apprenticeship to become an electrician. And in 5 years, she sees herself as a licensed electrician and ready to buy her first home in San Antonio with the big go. And honestly, I believe it all. But what makes me proud isn't that she's just graduating a year early. It's who she became while doing it. Ambria shared that venture helped her helped her come out of her shell, helped her show up, and helped her choose school over staying home. That takes courage. Ambria wants to thank all of her teachers for believing in her, helping her stay, and for pushing her through. And especially Ms. Thomas, where you at? For convincing her to stay after she walked out on that first day of orientation. She also wants to thank her family and friends that held her down. Her mom, her brother, her aunt, and her dad, her best friend Nico, Alicia, and also Alicia's family. But Ambria, I want to thank you. Thank you for trusting this journey. Thank you for showing us your smile, your humor, your resilience, and your personality. You came to venture a bit skeptical, but quickly determined to finish, and now look at you, crossing the finish line early. Congratulations, Ambria. Venture won't be the same without you, but we are all so proud that you're becoming of the person that you're becoming. Ambria's been wisdom for everyone out here that's still at Venture. She said, make sure you have money for that vending machine outside. Okay. Venture fam, help me in welcoming our next graduate, Ambria Thomas.
Good morning, I'm Mrs. Negretti, and I'm here to speak for Maria Fernanda Alfonso Duarte. I'll be doing this speech just in Spanish, because it is for her family. So what is Fernanda's family? Bueno, solo finalmente venimos aquí para hablar de María Fernanda. Hoy ella termina un ciclo después de haber completado 23 créditos en la preparatoria. Eso es un total de 46 clases. Después de terminar la escuela, María Fernanda planea estudiar cosmetología y continuar trabajando. En 5 años, espera haber concluido sus estudios y tener su propio salón de belleza. Ella considera que uno de sus mayores logros ha sido terminar la escuela, a pesar de toda la locura y los problemas que enfrentó en el camino. Para ella, Venture fue una gran oportunidad, ya que le permitió completar sus créditos rápidamente. También comentó que aquí conoció personas increíbles y tuvo maestros maravillosos que la apoyaron y le ayudaron a terminar a tiempo este largo camino. María Fernanda quiere agradecer a todos sus maestros, pero especialmente yo, por decirle constantemente que sí podía lograrlo y por motivarla siempre a echarle ganas. Y también a Miss Phillips, Miss Parsons, Miss Ivor por apoyarla. Finalmente, María Fernanda quiere agradecer de manera muy especial a su mamá y a su papá por motivarla cada día y nunca dejar de creer en ella y por no haber dejado que se rindiera. Fernanda, estoy muy feliz de haber conocido aquí, porque conocerte ha sido algo inspirador y muy significativo. Desde el principio, tu determinación y dedicación llamaron la atención de mí y de todos a su alrededor. Es una persona muy trabajadora, No importa cuál sea el desafío, siempre das lo mejor de ti y sigues adelante con fuerza y perseverancia. Este tipo de compromiso es raro y es una de las muchas razones por las que esta persona que te respeta. Realmente creo que tienes el potencial para alcanzar todos tus sueños, incluso mucho más de lo que puedes imaginar en este momento. Al mismo tiempo, mientras continúes este camino, recuerda algo importante. Mantén las cosas menos locas y más enfocadas. La vida puede volverse abrumadora cuando intentamos hacer muchas cosas al mismo tiempo. Señoras y señores, nuestra nueva graduanda, María Fernanda Alfonso Duarte.
Hi, I'm Ms. Patton, and I am very humbled and honored to get to speak on behalf of our next graduate, Ms. Madison Greer. Maddie started her adventure as a part of the Bridge program in August of 2023, and I had the opportunity to have her in my Algebra 1 class last year. I loved seeing her every day because I never knew what her hair was going to look like from day to day. It always looked great, I just never knew what color it would be. Maddie's advisor, Ms. Gaines, said, "I'm so proud to have been able to witness Maddie's emotional growth since 2023. She's gone through many obstacles in her personal life that were out of her control, but through them all, she chose to adjust rather than cling to hopelessness." Ms. Thompson says, "Some people carry strength so naturally that you may miss how powerful it really is." Maddie is also resilient, and she has learned how to keep going through hard times, and she is low-key funny. While there are people physically missing from this moment, their love for you, Maddie, still lives on in moments like this. Immediately after graduation, Maddie plans to attend trade school and earn her certificate to become an electrician. In the next 5 years, Maddie's goal is to become healthy, healed, and financially stable while earning her journeyman electrician's license. Her biggest accomplishment in high school is graduating and making it to the very end. And I want to add that she's graduating a year early with 22 and a half credits on her 22 plan. Some major adventure that positively impact her journey are the teachers and self-paced classes. She would like to thank Ms. Gaines, Ms. Patton, Ms. Thompson, Ms. Goodspeed, Mr. Corrales, Ms. B, Ms. Parsons, and every single teacher that she has had. She dearly loves all of you and thank you. She also would like to thank, hang on, here we go, Juniper, Eliza, Chloe, Hunter, Ariana, Caitlin, Chastity, Jordan, Andy, her dad, her aunties, her grandma, thank you, Grandma, and mostly her heavenly mother for making her the woman she is today. Maddie's words of encouragement for current venture students are, if you think you're odd, be odd. If you think you're weird, be weird, because I promise you, fear is not real. Maddie, you've already overcome so much in your young life, and you are so strong. We are all so proud of how far you've come, and we believe in you. I can't wait to see what you do in the future, and I am so excited to present our next venture graduate, Ms. Madison Greer.
Good morning, I'm here to speak on behalf of Naylana Watkins. So when I look at Naylana, I think of the word fierce, but I also describe her as determined, passionate, and smart. These qualities got her here today. She's graduating a year early on the 26th plan as distinguished, and she also earned her phlebotomy certification. Right after graduation, Naylana will work as a phlebotomist as well as do hair, lashes, and nails while attending UT Arlington for nursing. In the next 5 years, she'll become a travel nurse. She'll also own a home and be as financially stable as possible. Some great things at Venture that positively impact her journey with the environment and the amazing people who helped her this past year. She'd like to thank me for treating her like my own child and loving her to the fullest, Mrs. Wicker for being there for her when she first got to venture, Mrs. Van Osdale for always making good conversation and making her laugh 24/7, and to Mrs. Bell for keeping it real but in a comforting way. She'd like to thank her brothers and sister who are not related, but showed her that family isn't always about blood sometimes. Her brother and her auntie who are looking down on her, always watching over her. To her sister, I love you, boo. I've been thankful to have you help and step in when mom was working to take care of us. You truly are my second mom, and I hate that you spent most of your life taking care of me, but I'm so glad you did because you helped shape me into the person I am today. Being your little sister is the best thing in the world. To her mom, thank you so much for all of your sacrifices to make sure I had everything I needed and wanted. Life has not handed you the easiest cards, but you are still the most hardworking, amazing, independent woman I know. You're my reason to push through life. Without you, nothing I do would be possible. You're the light in the dark, and I couldn't ask for a better mommy. I love you forever. Words of encouragement. No matter what happens, don't let life throw you for a loop. Everyone makes mistakes. Also, life isn't easy. You have to learn to go with the flow, no matter how much you want to give up. Just remember, God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. And she said, it's never too late to log in on life. Leilani, I know you've been through some emotional times this year, but you kept going and she didn't give up. I'm proud of you, and I'm going to miss that beautiful smile. Venture's next graduate, Leilani, welcome.
Brothers, and I'm here to speak on behalf of Inez Maria Osorio Maldonado. Inez, about 3 years ago, she enrolled at the new summer program as a freshman. In 3 years, she learned English, how to write, how to read, and now she's graduating here. So that's a big accomplishment. So let's give it up. No worries, right? Primeramente, quiero agradecerle a dar gracias a Dios, porque permitirme cumplir una de mis metas. A Mr. Perales, Ms. Morel, Ms. Alvary, Ms. Hernandez, thank you for supporting me and everything, encouraging me to finish my classes. Areli and Benjamín, ustedes fueron mi mejor compañía en cada de mis enojos, momentos de felicidad, estar con ustedes cambió mi ánimo todos los días. Benjamín, espero verte a ti también cumpliendo tus metas, así como tú estás en mis logros. Yareli, espero que te quedes conmigo para siempre. Te dije que lo íbamos a lograr juntas y así nos salió como nos pensamos very sure. El amor de mi vida, mi mamá, Carla Maldonado. Eres mi mayor inspiración. Sé que me dices todo cuando no tenías nada. Y espero ser un gran ejemplo para mi hermana María. Mi tía Mari y mi tío Fabrice siempre creyeron en mí y quisieron ver mis actos, no mis palabras. Para mi familia, que lástimamente no están aquí, me están viendo por videollamada, los amo. Aarón, Kim, Carlos, sé que llevaron los mejores recuerdos con ustedes. Y recuerden, lo bueno va a ser difícil, pero todo se puede cuando pones a Dios adelante. So, Venture Inez graduate, Inez Maldonado. Talk about Yareli Zarillo. I really don't have any, but they come here for snacks, you know? So, but this is on her own words, okay? Today, I feel very proud and thankful. First, quiero darle a Dios, agradecerle a Dios por darme la fuerza, bendiciones y ayudar a guiarme en cada desafío de mi vida. También quiero agradecerle a mi mamá por todo su amor, apoyo, sacrificios y gracias por siempre estar conmigo para mí y nunca dejarme rendirme y siempre creer en mí, a pesar de todo. Te amo, mamá. I want to give a special thanks to my best friends, Inez and Amin, Junior, and Aaron. Thank you for all the laughs, memories, support, and for being there for me during the good and bad moments. You make this time much more special, and I'll never forget everything we've done together. I'm grateful for everything this country and this school has given me, opportunity, education, and a better future. Today, I would like to thank everyone for being part of this important moment in her life. And congrats to the class of 2026. So thank your next graduate, Yareli Carrillo.
Good morning, Mr. Vipers. My name is Mrs. Walter Kasner, and I have the honor of speaking for two graduates today. But first, please help me congratulate Stephanie Martinez. So, keep it short and sweet, but I have to brag on her for at least a minute. She is an incredibly funny and smart young lady, but don't let her nonchalant attitude fool you. She has a really big heart. From being a part of Chick-fil-A leadership, yearbook, helping student council on popcorn days, and serving on our student panel for visitors, to receiving a scholarship, Stephanie's impact on our campus will be felt, and I will really miss her. She plans to enroll in TCC to study education and hopes of being an elementary teacher. And I know her future students will love having Miss Martinez. She wanted to give a special shout out to me, I love you, but also Miss St. Clair, Miss Van Osdale, and Miss Robbins. She said Venture's impact was really felt because all the teachers here at Venture are very nice, helpful, motivating, and inspirational. And a very special thank you to her mom and dad. She appreciates you and she loves you. Steph, you have amazing energy and have given back so much to my advisory. Thank you for all the little things, from letting me use your Polaroid film, buying extra stuff for the fall festival, for just having a great attitude. Everyone, please help me congratulate Venture's next graduate, Stephanie Martinez.
Good morning, my name is Ms. Beaver, and I have the honor of speaking on behalf of Shantavia Varma. Shantavia has been a light in our advisory this year. I have never seen her not smiling, even when it was really close and getting down to the wire at the end of the semester. We weren't 100% sure we were going to hit that. Our math credit was looking a little dodgy, but we did. We made it, and she still kept smiling all the way through it. I could not be more proud of the poise and the grace that she had while we were working to hit our goal. When I asked what she plans to do immediately after graduation, she wants to work and go to school for nursing. In 5 years, she hopes to be working as a traveling nurse, making a lot of money, getting her own apartment, and living an amazing life, which I have no doubt she'll be doing. She says her biggest accomplishment is graduating a year early with her phlebotomy certification. Yes, ma'am. The things that Venture that positively impacted her journey are the teachers, the friends that she made, and she really appreciates her family. Some teachers and staff that she would like to thank are me, you're welcome, Mr. Ownby, Mr. Ostrowski, Miss Long, Miss Ritchie, and Miss Swicker. The family that she would like to thank are her mom, where are you? Thank you. Granny, Amy, and thank you to my big brother Tommy for always giving me money when I was down bad. Her friends, Sanaya, Ariana, Corey, Jeremiah, Jariah. Thank you for always being there. I asked if she had advice or a quote for her current venture students that are still here, and she said, make sure you stay focused and get that bag. Shantasia, I am going to miss being able to see you every other day. Unfortunately, that CTC program stole you away half the time. But I really appreciate all that positive energy and light that you brought into our advisory. I really hope that you will continue to come visit, to tell me all of the amazing things that you're doing with your life. And really making a lot of money as a traveling nurse, because that's a really good job. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me congratulate Venture's next graduate, Shantasia.
Right, my name is Mr. Barris, and I'm here to speak for Eli Montalongo. So Eli is one of my hardest working advisees. I've had him all year. He is 2027, meaning he's supposed to graduate next year. He's 100%. I've had a lot of good advisees this year, a lot of great advisees. He is my most accomplished advisee. This semester alone, he's earned 10 credits. So, to put that in perspective, that's a year and a half. 3 semesters worth of work this semester alone. And I was looking right before I came up here, I was thinking, a lot of my advisees, like, they earned a ton of credits this semester, but they didn't really earn a whole lot last semester. But he earned more than he was supposed to earn last semester too. So between fall and spring, he did over 2 years worth of high school work. Now, all the time he did that, he was also working full time. So he'd come in tired, but he wouldn't fall asleep, he would just keep going. And you wouldn't think he was working as hard as he was, because he was always pretty chill, like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, this, and this. Kind of like on the brink of going to sleep, but he'd never go to sleep, and he'd keep pushing forward. So, awesome job on that. Right after graduation, he plans to work in the oil field. So he's got a friend that's going to try to set him up for a job. The next 5 years, he wants to have a good paying job, be renovating his house, and own a really good truck. He feels like his biggest accomplishment was graduating a year early while working full time, which 100% agreed, in 2 years worth of work this year. Some great things at Venture was the kindness of the teachers, them wanting him to graduate just as bad as he wanted to. He said that really helped a lot. And some teachers he wanted to thank were myself, Mr. Ostrowski, Ms. Varela, Ms. Ritchie, and Mr. Michaels. So I'm really proud of Eli. He worked really hard. He deserves every bit of what he's earned today. So that being said, I want to announce Venture's latest graduate, Eli Montalongo.
Good morning again. I'm Mrs. Walter Kastner, and I'm here to speak for my second graduate today. So everyone, please help me congratulate Esther Gangandona. Esther attended our newcomer academy before becoming a Venture student, and I am so thankful that she was able to join my advisory. True to her namesake, Esther is regal. She has the elegance and determination of a queen and could be seen already working early mornings in the cafeteria. I've often complimented Esther on her ability to self-advocate, and she was always ready to ask questions and speak up about her timeline and her schedule, and I saw her confidence grow, and I could not be more proud. She's also asked that her counselor speak on her behalf, so I will now turn this over to Mrs. Woodson to share some of her accomplishments.
Esther participated in student council, received the President's Award for Outstanding Excellence, and was one of 4 recipients to earn her hospitality certification at the CTC. She would like to thank every teacher, she had a newcomer and teacher, for helping her become more focused and determined. She would also like to give a special thank you to her family, parents, sister, brother, her younger brother, and her younger, noisier sister. Thank you for your support. She wants students to keep going and to never give up. Everyone, please help me congratulate our next venture graduate, Esther Gonzalez.
Hi, I'm Ms. Montalvo, and I'm here to celebrate my advisor, Milagros Marco. Milagros came to my advisory towards the beginning of the semester. She'd been enrolled in the Newcomer Side Adventure program and had made enough progress successfully to move over to the more traditional side adventure. While she was somewhat close to graduating already and could easily have done so on a 22 credit plan, she was insistent that she could work hard enough and get enough done to stay on the 26 plan and graduate on time. And she did just that, finishing up Wednesday. She's now graduating with a multidisciplinary endorsement, which included completing some of the more rigorous courses offered in high school, like physics, chemistry, and algebra 2. After graduation, Milagros plans to attend cosmetology school, where she hopes to specialize in nails, while also continuing to improve her English. Looking ahead to the next 5 years, she sees herself working in cosmetology, achieving financial success, owning her dream car, and possibly returning to her home country of Mexico. She said that one of her greatest accomplishments in completing high school after moving, one of her greatest accomplishments is completing high school after moving to a new country. Her time at Fisher High School has been especially meaningful to her, especially in how much her English has improved this past year. Despite the challenges of a language barrier, she stayed committed, worked really, really hard, and continued to grow with the support of her teachers, family, and friends. Milagros would like to thank the following teachers and staff who supported her along the way: Ms. Hall, Mr. Klein, Ms. Doyle, Ms. Rachel, Ms. Alondra, Ms. Van Osdale, Ms. Haverly, Ms. Wicker, and myself, her advisor. Milagros, we're all really, really proud of you and excited to see everything you'll accomplish in the future. Milagros specifically requested that the portion of the speech dedicated to thanking her family and friends be made in Spanish, so Ms. Hernandez will finish that portion of it.
Hoy se usa en español para sus familias y sus amigos. En primer lugar, quiero dar gracias a mis padres y a mi hermano por estar siempre a mi lado, por apoyarme y motivarme. Papá, quiero agradecerte todo el esfuerzo que haces por nosotros y por siempre seguir adelante. Quiero que sepas que soy orgullosa de todo lo que has logrado. Eres mi modelo a seguir para avanzar y alcanzar mis metas. También quiero agradecer a mi novio por siempre estar ahí para mí, a mi amiga Saray por su hermosa amistad y por haber estado a mi lado, a mis amigos Diana, Sofía, Junior, Juan, David, Justin, Eliezer y Sergio. Gracias por todos los momentos divertidos que compartimos en la escuela. Everyone, please join us in congratulating our newest venture graduate, Milagros Marco.
announce our next graduate today, Samantha Munoz. So Samantha came to me probably a little over 2 years ago, and she came in, she's very shy, very quiet, and I really felt bad for her because I had about like 10 guys all in my advisory, okay? And so she had to kind of fend for herself all by herself. 2 years later, still the only girl I've had in my advisory, but now, the kind of shy type of girl, she's still, but now you are super strong and confident. And again, I'm very, very proud of you for that. All right, I'm sorry. So let's see, today, like I said, Samantha, you have become a smart and beautiful and dedicated individual. You've faced your challenges and you have reached your goals. I gotta remind myself to tell you, y'all, she was also the editor-in-chief of the yearbook this year too, by the way, which again, that's a project to get this as well too. So very proud of you of that. But again, Samantha, just know I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait for all the new things you're going to be accomplishing in the future. And again, you just grow as a person. After graduation, she plans to go to college and study diagnostic medical sonography. And she's hoping in the next 5 years to have a career and helping her mom out with everything. Her biggest accomplishment was being able to graduate school because, again, there was a point she didn't think she was going to make it. And I'll tell you, here for a while, she's been driving from Dallas to get here every day, so that's dedication. Again, the teachers the great things here at Venture, teachers that she feels that really care about you here, and she loved being able to work at her own pace. Some of the people that she wants to thank, she'd like to thank me, such a great advisor, always wishing me for the best. That's my superpower. I nag. That's my superpower. I would also like to thank Miss Ritchie. She was one of my best teachers I've had in all my school years. She was a great listener and was someone I could trust. Also, Ms. Walter Kasner, she was also one of the greatest teachers she's ever had. I really enjoyed having her as my yearbook teacher. I love that class. She also would like to thank her mom, who's her role model, favorite person. Thanks to her, I am here. She appreciates you so much, Mom, for all the sacrifices that you've made for her and her siblings. I'm so glad that she's so glad that she pushed her to graduate. She really motivated her. She's also super thankful for her friend Alondra. She also motivated her so much. She's so grateful to have you as a friend, the best friend she could ever have. The advice she wants to leave with you is never give up and keep trying because you will make it. And then there's one thing that she wanted to express to her family in Spanish. So Ms. Negrete, can you take it away, please?
Também quero dar as graças a minha mamá y muy seguir mi persona favorita. Gracias a ella soy quien soy. Si no fuera por ella, no estaría aquí de pie hoy. Aprecio muchísimo a mi mamá por todos los sacrificios que ha hecho por todos mis hermanos. Me alegra tanto que me haya insistido para que me graduara, porque si no hubiera sido por su motivación, probablemente no lo habría logrado. También estoy sumamente agradecida con mi amiga Londra. Ella también me motivó muchísimo para que me graduara. Estoy muy agradecida de esta familia, la mejor amiga que podría haber tenido jamás.
Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Venture's latest graduate, Samantha Munoz.
Good morning, my name is Mr. Michelson, and I'll be speaking in honor of Rowan Al-Husseini. Now, I'm not Rowan's advisor, that is Ms. Thomas here, but Rowan had asked me to speak for her, I think mostly out of pity, just as most of my advisees will graduate till next year. Rowan finished my class, I'm a U.S. history teacher. Rowan finished my class last year, but this year she's found her way in my classroom every B-Day just to tell me about everything that's going on in her life. If there's anything you need to know about Rowan, is that she is focused on her future. Everything she has talked about, she has planned out in her life, from EKG tech, real estate, to marriage, to her future Tuscan mansion. So here are some of her plans. After graduation, Rowan plans to get her real estate license over the summer so that she can work in real estate while she is working at a hospital as an EKG tech. While with her certificate she earned in high school. While she works, she also wants to go to school to get her associate's degree in stenography. Rowan sees herself working in a hospital, using her stenography degree, and doing real estate as a side hustle. She also sees herself married with no kids until she's financially stable. She feels that her biggest accomplishment in high school was her connections that she made, the things that she has learned, and how she took the opportunity to take a lot of business classes and get her EKG certificate. Some things that venture that positively impacted her journey, were the teachers that actually loved her and supported her through her journey. She also has some people that she'd like to thank, but first of all, she'd like to thank God for waking her up every day, giving her the chance to succeed. She would like to thank Ms. Thomas for being her advisor and keeping her on track and always being a ray of sunshine and positivity. She'd like to thank me, of course, for letting her vent and then giving her advice when she didn't ask. She'd like to thank Ms. Ritchie for always being so kind, Mr. Ostrowski for having great energies that made her day, Mr. Olmsey for helping her through geometry, one of her tough subjects, and Ms. Wicker for her support. She'd also like to thank Ms. Cole for being on the roll and making sure her grades were always updated so she could stop worrying about it. She'd like to thank Ms. Sarah Kai for being the realist teacher she knows, Ms. Marissa for her support, and Ms. Anderson, even though she didn't have her for she'd like to send the thanks to everybody that she's missed for the love and support. She says that she'll miss each day and everyone here that she loves dearly. The last thing she would like to do is dedicate this last part to her significant other, her best friend, and her everything all in one. She said that her life was a dark tunnel and that he was the light that she saw at the end of that tunnel. The light that keeps her going, that shows her something to look forward to. Although they've had their ups and downs, all the bad can never cancel out the good, and she believes that as people, our perfections are what makes us perfect, because we learn from our mistakes and grow and are shaped in different, unique ways. She says, I love you, not me personally, but she did. And that I don't even think that the time that we've had on this earth is enough for the two of us. And I am honored to have been in every part of her life for these past 2.5 years. She says she is proud of how determined you are and how you can handle anything that life has in store for you. Whether it's her craziness or the attitude or just the hardships of life in general, closing this chapter is a bittersweet. But again, all this is life. The last piece of advice I'd like to give her and to everybody else is that while this is your biggest accomplishment here today, let this be the smallest accomplishment at the end of it all. Okay? So without further ado, our next graduate, Rowan Allen.
Good morning, I'm back again. I forgot to introduce myself as Mrs. Ritchie. I have the honor of also speaking on behalf of Destiny Agasso. So Destiny came to Mentor at the end of last year and only needed to earn a few credits, but life got in the way, like it does, and she went through quite a few obstacles and often wasn't able to come to school. But she didn't give up, and she kept going despite her situation and is graduating on time today. Right after graduation, Destiny planned on doing real estate. In 5 years, she wants to be traveling, working, and supporting her family the same way they supported her. She also wants to be a good mom to her baby girl who will be here in October. Destiny went through a particularly difficult year. She said the struggle was really hard at times, but just being able to breathe, live, and learn is her biggest accomplishment in finishing high school. Being able to work at home helped Destiny a lot while here at Benton, as well as the positive teachers. She said Mrs. Wicker, Mrs. Thomas, and myself pushed her very hard to get her work done. She's thankful that we not only pushed her harder, but we were there when she needed us the most. She thanked me for messaging her, seeing how she was doing, and encouraging her to come to school. She also wants to thank our SRO, who she knew at Martin, for giving her fatherly advice. She'd like to thank her dad for the laughs and the jokes, her sister for being annoying and continuing to check her location and asking her why she wasn't in school. And thank you to her mom for not only being the shoulder she could cry on, but for being the strongest woman she knows. Even if she's 1,000 miles away, she will always love you so much. Her words of advice for those who are still here: work at home. ChatGPT does not teach you anything. Keep your head down. Keep your head down and be kind. Let your faith be bigger than your fear. Destiny, I want you to keep your head up and keep looking forward. And I'm so happy that you persevered and you're here today. I'm proud of you and I wish you all the best. Mentor's next graduate.
Hello, I'm back. This time I get to speak on behalf of Natalie Munoz Mosqueda. She wrote an amazing speech for herself, so I'm just going to read word for word what she has down here. She says, first of all, I want to thank God for helping me get to this moment and for giving me strength through every challenge. I plan to attend TCC to study art because it is something that I really love to do, and it is something that she is really good at. If you don't believe me, please stop by Ms. Wagner's room in 104 and you can see something that she's created that is amazing. Just saying. In the future, I hope to study art, buy my dream car, which is a Mustang, and have a good life with my own home and maybe have my own family. I feel so happy that I'm graduating a year early. I'm very proud of myself for finishing all of my classes and for graduating today. It was difficult, but I made it. Natalie just started at the newcomer program October of 2024. She's only been in the country for a year and a half, so she has worked really hard to get here, to finish a year early on the 26 credit plan multidisciplinary endorsement. Some good things about Venture are that every single teacher is going to help you always, in the good and bad days. I love that you can find such good people and make friends. Some teachers I want to thank are Ms. Beaver, you're welcome, Ms. Wilson, Ms. Wicker, Mr. Ostrowski, Ms. Olodra, Mrs. Hernandez, Ms. Anderson, and Mrs. Ritchie. Thank you for helping me and always telling me that I can do everything that I want. This part for her family and friends, she wanted to say in Spanish, so I'll do my best. Quiero dar las gracias a mis padres, a María Guadalupe y a mi padrastro Francisco, a quien considero mi verdadero padre. Gracias por trabajar tan duro y por apoyarme siempre. Gracias a mis hermanos Emiliano y José Antonio por estar siempre ahí para mí. quiero agradecer a algunos de mis amigos que me ayudaron en todo momento. Gracias. Leslie, Diana, Milagros, Santiago, Tía, Mina, Madeline, Valeria, Estrella, Pedro y Berenice. Pase lo que pase, siempre los amaré a todos. And for her advice, to the students who have not graduated yet, never give up on yourselves. Even when things get hard, keep going because one day your hard work will pay off too. And finally, I want to leave this great and incredible school with a quote that I love so much. I have loved myself for who I am, for who I was, and for who I hope to become. Natalie, we love you too, for who you are, for who you have been, and for who you are becoming. I know that you are going to have an incredible future. You are going to do such amazing things and put such amazing art out into the world for everybody to see, to move people and to make people feel things. I am only sorry that our journey together is at an end. Ladies and gentlemen, Venture's next graduate, Natalie Munoz Mosqueda. Okay, let's see if I can get through one more people today. I now get to speak on behalf of Shorai Diana Guerrero Arias. Diana has asked that I give her speech in Spanish for her friends and family, so again, I'm going to do my best here. Después de graduarme, por ahora planeo quedarme aquí y enfocarme en mis próximos pasos, pero más adelante me gustaría regresar a Colombia para estar con mi familia y continuar mi vida allá. En los próximos 5 años quiero trabajar, crecer como persona y construir un buen futuro para mí y mi familia. También quiero aprender cosas nuevas y salir adelante. Siento que mi mayor logro en high school fue nunca rendirme. Aunque hubo momentos difíciles, seguí adelante y logré llegar hasta mi graduación. Algo que me ayudó mucho en Venture fue el apoyo de los maestros y del personal, ya que siempre trataron de ayudarme y hacerme sentir cómoda y motivada. Quiero agradecer especialmente a Milagros, Justin, Sofía, Juan, Eliasa, Natalie, Matías y Eric por todos los momentos y el apoyo y las experiencias que compartimos. También quiero agradecer a Emmanuel que, aunque no pudo estar presente, lo quiero muchísimo. Y gracias también a las personas de mi círculo más cercano que siempre estuvieron allí para mí durante esta etapa. She also wants to say thanks to Ms. Weaver for having so much patience with me, Ms. Olandra, Ms. Hernandez, Ms. Washington, Mr. Washington, Ms. Johnson, Ms. Anderson, and Ms. Haverly. Quiero agradecer primero que todo a mi mamá por todo el esfuerzo, sacrificio y apoyo que me ha dado para poder llegar hasta aquí. I want to second that sentiment. I want to thank her mom very much also for helping her get here. She worked very hard over the last couple of weeks. Este logro también es gracias a toda mi familia que está en Colombia, porque aunque estén lejos, siempre estuvieron apoyándome y motivándome a seguir adelante. A veces el camino cambia, pero eso no significa que los sueños se terminen. Diana, I have so enjoyed getting to know you. You have the most positive personality. Even when it looks like we were not going to make it here today, even on Monday, when it looks like we were not going to make it here today, you said, yes, miss, I will be there. Yes, miss, I will be there. And you did. You made it here. You worked every day and every night to get here. And that shows a lot of dedication and determination to your goals. I hope that whatever you do in the future, it brings you everything that you want. And I hope that you get everything that you want out of life, whether it's here or Colombia. Ladies and gentlemen, Venture's next graduate, Shirai Diana Guerrero.
Last but not least, I have the honor of introducing Victor Mandela. Victor plans on working hard on welding with his dad while he saves money to set up a business with his parents. His goal for the next 5 years is to become a car dealer if God gives him the opportunity. He also plans on having his own apartment where he can live comfortably without getting away from his family, so they can see the BMW that he's going to buy when God allows. His biggest accomplishment is being able to make his parents proud that their last child is the first to graduate. On this journey adventure, he learned to depend on himself and not leave things for the last minute. He wants to thank his mom and dad because they constantly ask daily, when are you going to graduate? This motivated him a lot. Many times he got off track and they always put him back in his prayers. He also wants to thank Miss Parsons, who always believed in his potential when he didn't even see his own potential. He wants to thank Miss Anderson because she always said this phrase, when you gonna finish, bro? She always encouraged him with donuts on Friday. He wants to thank Ms. Haverly for her support with College Bridge. He also wants to thank Ms. Anaya and Ms. Baker Miles for putting solutions in his head when he couldn't find any and when he thought he was about to let go of the towel. And now I have a special message from a counselor in the district who is very dear to Victor, Ms. Garcia.
Buenos días a todos. Hoy celebramos a Víctor, un joven talentoso, carismático y trabajador. Pero más allá de esto, hoy celebramos su historia. Una historia de esfuerzo, sacrificio y perseverancia. Ayer mismo Víctor me comentó, usted no sabe todo lo que yo he pasado y lo difícil que ha sido. Y sí, tienes razón. Yo no conozco cada batalla que has enfrentado, no conozco cada lágrima, cada preocupación o cada sacrificio que tuviste que hacer para llegar hasta aquí. Pero sí sé algo, Víctor. Sé que nunca te rendiste. Sé que seguiste luchando aún cuando todo era difícil. Sé que te levantaste una y otra vez. Y eso, Víctor, eso vale más que cualquier diploma. Hoy debes sentirte orgulloso de ti mismo, porque graduarte de high school ya es un gran logro. Pero hacerlo mientras trabajas, aprendes un nuevo idioma, mientras te adaptas a una nueva vida en un nuevo país, eso requiere mucho esfuerzo, valentía y determinación. Tú eres prueba de que los sueños sí se cumplen cuando uno decide no rendirse. Y quiero que nunca olvides esto. Todo lo que viviste no fue para destruirte, fue para convertirte en la persona fuerte que eres hoy. Pero también quiero reconocer algo muy importante. Ningún logro se alcanza completamente solo. Detrás de cada paso de Víctor hay personas que lo apoyaron, que creyeron en él, Por eso hoy también celebramos a todos los que lo aman y lo apoyan. Familia, amigos, maestros y consejeros que estuvieron ahí cuando más lo necesitaba. Víctor, estoy extremadamente orgullosa de ti. Este es solo el comienzo. Sigue soñando, sigue cantando, sigue luchando. Porque si pudiste conquistar este reto, puedes conquistar cualquier cosa que la vida te ponga enfrente. Estoy muy orgullosa de ti, Víctor. Muchas felicidades.
Everyone, please help me congratulate our last Venture grad of today, Victor Nalea. And now at this time, graduates, please stand. Move your tassels from right to left. And you are officially high school graduates. And now Mr. Ostrowski would like to present a very special award.
Good morning again. It is my pleasure to announce an additional recipient of the President's Award for Outstanding Achievement in Excellence. We actually gave these awards out last week, but due to a stupid computer error, the student was left off the list and is highly and deserves this award. So we're going to remedy this situation right now. Remember, this award recognizes academic success in the classroom as well as motivation, initiative, and intellectual depth. It is based on an overall average of a 10.0 or higher. The Venture faculty is proud to announce the following student as recipient of this award for academic excellence. Mina Kamar, would you please come forward? Congratulations on your academic excellence.
Well, happy last day of school, everyone. Congratulations to our graduates. As you may have heard, we still have yearbooks. So family, friends, students, if you would still like to purchase a copy of our amazing yearbook, it is only $7. Compare that to your home campus. If you would like to purchase a copy, I will be in my classroom. In temporary E1A, just right out here, come find me after graduation. All right, students, wait, we just have a few more announcements from Ms. Lawrence, and then we'll get out here for the summer